joining us now with more on the indictment. Harvard Law professor, Newsmax legal analyst Alan Dershowitz. His new book is called Get Trump, The Threat to Civil Liberties, Due Process and Our Constitutional Rule of Law. Professor Dershowitz, great to have you in. So now the indictment has been unsealed. I heard one of your analogies on our air was talking about when you worked in a deli and they said slice it thin, and you say this is what Bragg did with these 34 felony counts. Dissect what we are reading, us people who are not, experienced lawyers. We are seeing something that we say isn't really a crime. It's sort of, there's no smoking gun.
Well, the difference is when I was slicing my Hebrew National salami into 34 slices, there really was a salami. Here, what Bragg did is he sliced an invisible crime into 34 crimes. There's no crime here. Let me explain to you what his basic theory is. And I've been doing this 60 years, reading indictments. Here's his basic theory. In order to avoid prosecution, Trump, if he paid $130,000 as hush money to make sure that his wife, his family, his voters, his business associates never, ever learned that he was accused of having an adulterous affair. If he paid the $130,000 of hush money, he then immediately had to disclose it publicly on his corporate form and give details as to the reason why he did it. He had to put in his corporate form, this $130,000 is designed to prevent the... I had allegedly an adulterous affair. Has anybody ever disclosed hush money from the time of Alexander Hamilton, who paid hush money to prevent an adulterous affair from coming out? Nobody has ever then put it in corporate form. It's the most absurd thing. And if you read this indictment, and I've read it now 3 times, there's no escaping it. That's the thesis of the prosecution, that he was obliged to tell the accurate truth and the whole truth about why he paid the money. Otherwise, he commits both a state misdemeanor, a federal misdemeanor, a federal felony, and a state felony. I can understand why he wants to prosecute Trump, because he ran for office on the promise that he would get him. The title of my book, it's not creative with me. I'm not smart enough to have come up with such a good title, Get Trump. That's the campaign pledge that both Bragg and James.
And it's all out there. It is, and it's all out there in videos and clips. We know that. We got to keep it just a little short today, truncated. Sorry to cut you off a little bit, Professor Dershowitz. Great analysis as always. And we'll see now what his defense attorneys do now that they have the indictment in hand. Appreciate your expertise as always, sir. Good to see you.
My pleasure.